Yo, what up though? It's your boy Street Coder Nate and welcome back to the channel. If you've been paying attention, following along, we are covering how to code on your iPad. So we're going to be doing a lot of Python coding on this channel now, and therefore we're going to use Pythonista. I showed you how to do that in the previous video, go check it out. And in this video, what I want to show you is all the bells and whistles that Pythonista comes with that's going to help us create some real dope software like apps and stuff. Like for real y'all, I didn't even know it came with all this stuff. I went through the documentation and was like, oh my gosh, this is hard. Like I can't even believe it. So without further ado, we about to tap into all of that work right about now. Let's get it. All right, so let's open up Pythonista. So I like to use the shortcut Command Space, and then I just type in the application that I'm looking for, Pythonista, like that, boom. And then get the welcome screen of Pythonista. Okay, so what I'm going to show y'all today is basically the documentation, all the bells and whistles that Pythonista comes with. I'm not really going to show you how to code a little bit. I'm going to just show you everything that it comes with, and like the APIs, the libraries. Some that surprised me probably gonna surprise you. And then in future videos, we're gonna use these APIs to build some dope ass applications. So let's just jump into the documentation. So to open up the documentation, you just gotta swipe right or press Command J on the keyboard and it'll take you to the console. But then you just gotta go over here to the question mark and click on that, and then the Pythonista documentation opens up. Now, the Pythonista documentation is just going to tell you how to use the application, everything that it comes with, basically what I'm telling y'all. So let's just scroll through it real quick, and you can see you got the basic titles. Using Pythonista, let's go into there. All right, so using it, they got the script library, the interactive prompt, the editor, external keyboard, and then extensions and stuff. So the script library is basically when you write all your code and you save it, it's going to be saved in like the files area. So let me show you, like if you got files, you can open up files. Let's open files. Like this is like, it's going to open in the files. It's going to save somewhere in the files. But the thing is, let me show you. It's not going to be the actual files application. It's going to be what you see right here on the right hand or the left hand side where it says examples, projects, and all of this. This is your script library. You can even see it right there. It says script library. So this is all your scripts going to be stored here, but they're connected to this files application. So you can kind of see the setup and whatnot. We'll get more into that later on. But this is how we're going to structure all of our applications, keep everything organized is in the script library. All right, let's hop back over there, Command J. All right, cool. So we got the script library, and then we also have the interactive prompt. So the interactive prompt is like for when you, all right, so the interactive prompt is when you go to the terminal and you write Python, and then you can just start writing Python line by line, and then it runs it for you. That's what the interactive prompt is, and that is this little thing right here, down here. And I can say, let's say, car equals inputs, enter name or something like this, and then I run that. So now I gotta enter the name, and I'll enter Nate. Nate was entered as the name, stuff like that. So you can just run the Python code like right there. That's what the interactive prompt is. Cool. So then you got the editor. The editor is back over here. You can start writing code and whatnot like that. So that's what the editor is. We're gonna spend a lot of time in the editor, writing all our code and stuff like that. Cool. And then they talk about different keyboard shortcuts. I'm gonna use a lot of keyboard shortcuts because fucks with the keyboard shortcuts, helps me program a lot faster. You should learn them too. If you want to learn the keyboard shortcuts, you have an external keyboard, hold down the command button, and they all will pop up down there, and then you can run your keyboard shortcuts and learn them like that. Okay, so that's the overview of the actual application. Now, like I said, it comes with some bells and whistles, and those is what you would call the Python modules and Pythonista modules. Now, we all know that Python comes with a bunch of modules already, and Pythonista installs those for us, so we can import them into our code and use them as normal, as if we were programming on a Mac or something. But also, Pythonista comes with their own modules that are specific for iOS that surprised me. Let me show you why it surprised me. Let's hop up into it. So, Pythonista Modules. So here are the Pythonista modules that I'm gonna read it verbatim. The following modules have been created for Pythonista and provide iOS specific functionality, meaning that these libraries allow us to do things on our iPad and our iPhones specifically. Like we can create iPhone apps and iPad apps that touch the Photos app. We can get access to the Photos app. We can get access to the location. We get access to the motion of the phone as the phone moving and whatnot. We get access to different shortcuts, speech, the keyboard, the editor, just all this type of access to the actual hardware in the computer or in the iPad and the iPhone. This is dope. Like we literally are making we can make iPhone apps and iPad apps just using an iPad and an iPhone. But something else that really messed with me was this UI library. Let's click up in the UI library. So the UI library is dope because if you are, Swift or any other drag and drop like type of UI building application software, like that helps you build that helps you build the GUI part very fast, and you can just program the backup and connect it together. Well, Pythonista offers that like designer aspect, and basically is like really cool. So what I'm gonna do is I already took a little bit of time to practice and set up a little program real quick. So I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna run this program that I have already here, but it's a little app. And when you run it, it's like it's an iPhone app, and it's a basic iPhone app, but it's literally just a button that I'm clicking, and it's like switching and whatnot. But if I run this on an iPhone, it's going to show up big on an iPhone, but on an iPad, I made it just show up as a small. Actually, I can make it show up full screen on here, saying on the iPad by saying full screen like that, then run it. And now it shows up full screen, and I can click it like this. And this may look very basic to you, but this is like, if you were used to creating iPhone apps, this is what the basic iPhone app looked like until you start adding color and page modules and everything else. So like, they give you access to all of that just inside of the editor. And look at the editor. When you go into the UI file, you actually have a UI file that you can just drag and drop things, hit this plus button at the top over here, and you can just add different UI elements. Like, this shit is wild. I can add a navigation, like I add a navigation editor at the top, boom, something like that. Now I got like little navigation. Let's see if I run this real quick. Get my navigation bar showing at the top. I guess I didn't click nowhere, but once I started clicking places, it would have the arrow for me to go back to different pages and stuff. Like, you're actually building iPhone apps. I don't know what these errors is. We're gonna figure that out one day. But yeah, it gives you access to all of that shit. So that's amazing. Just off the libraries that the Pythonista comes with, we're about to build some dope things on this channel. And then they got some other stuff on here for Pythonista URL scheme, app extensions and shortcuts. You can make different extensions and shortcuts with Pythonista. Check that out. Come over here. And then also some really cool, some more really cool APIs. So just Evernote. You can open up Evernote, feed the parser, the QR code reader. You can make your apps do all these different things. And then they got the undocumented modules, and the ones that stuck out to me was like Flask, the HTML lib 5 or 5 lib. Like, these are how you make actual web applications, like people, like startups are making, and big companies. You can do all of this from Pythonista. Like, this is amazing. All of these files already come pre-installed with Pythonista once you install the program. So this is amazing. Honestly, this is beyond me. You can really create iPhone applications. You create a whole iPhone application and an iPad application, or right on the iPhone or right on the iPad. This is beyond me. I hope I gave y'all a great sneak peek on the things that we're going to do on this channel using all these libraries that are built into Pythonista. But programmers also like to use libraries that that don't come already pre-installed in the system. And so I'm gonna have to teach you how to install different libraries using pip. And obviously Pythonista hasn't given us a way yet to do that. So in the next videos, I'm gonna show you how to get a little terminal connected to Pythonista so we can pip install any of those modules that we need out in this environment that don't already come installed Pythonista. That don't already come installed Pythonista. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in that video. Until then, deuces.